My grandmother said my voice carries, but sometimes it doesn't. All right. What does Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and the Black Panthers, what do they all have in common? Black empowerment. At the basis of everything they were doing, it was about black. Well, what they are doing, they are ensuring that people that are on the school board, people that are on the city council, people that are in the state legislature, those people ascribe to their value and their value systems and beliefs. How many of you raise your hand if you know whether your city council member shares your values? Let's be honest with you. I'm not judging anybody. Just raise your hand if you know whether they share your values. Raise your hand if your school board rep, if you believe they share your values. Now again, there's no judgment here. But one of the things that comes to empowerment is city council, school board, state rep, Congress, state senate, governor, mayor, all of that. You got to do a couple of things. One, you got to do your research on candidates. You have to find out who these candidates are and determine whether they match up. And if it's 10 candidates, you know, I know that's a lot of work, man. 10 candidates, that's a lot. How many of you have gone to a concert before? Raise your hand if you've gone to a concert. Man, y'all ain't done nothing up in here, man. A concert, a sport event, okay, you gotta wait, you gotta find out the date of it. Then once you find out the date, you gotta find the date what tickets go on sale. And if you wanna get good tickets, you gotta make sure that you buy the tickets the day that they go on sale, right? Then you buy your tickets to the concert event, you gotta go and make sure you get your outfit for the event. You gotta make sure that brothers get a clean cut, women get your hair done. All that. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into going into these events, right? There's a lot of stuff that goes into, you know, doing your research and ensuring that people that lead you are people that you believe in. So that takes effort. You gotta do your research. Okay, that's great. That's just the first piece. You gotta pick a candidate. Okay, you pick a candidate. Guess what? That candidate is probably gonna need volunteers or money or both. So you gotta make the choice. Do you have time to volunteer for this candidate? Great. Can you donate some money to this candidate? It doesn't have to be a lot. If you can afford to donate $1,000 to them, that's great. If you can afford to donate $5, $10, $20 to them, that's great too. Money spent the same way, no matter how much or how little. So you have to do that. And then you have to vote. But you can't just vote. You can't just do it for just one candidate. You can vote for only one candidate. But if you have a city council that has 14 districts and you want things in your city based upon your beliefs, then what do you need? You need a majority of members of that city council that also share your beliefs too. So that means that you can vote for your one city council member, but that's the only thing you can legally do. But guess what else you can legally? Then what do you need? You need a majority of members of that city council that also share your beliefs too. So that means that you can vote for your one city council member, but that's the only thing you can legally do. But guess what else you can legally do? You can volunteer for all 14 of the other candidates. I mean, of the other people in the other race. So that means that you got to do your research on not just your district, but the other districts as well. Because whether it's the city council, whether it's the commissioner's court, whether it's the state legislature, whether it's the Senate, whether it's the state Senate, majority vote is the only thing that gets things done. So if the majority vote is the only thing that gets things done, then your one vote, meaning that your one state rep, your one city council member, your one school board member, your one county commissioner, is just one vote. And you need more than one vote in order to get the tools that you need. So that means that Now you gotta do the research on all the other candidates too. That's gonna, I know that's a lot, man. I'm asking y'all to do a lot, man. That's taking away time from, I mean, we getting out of the pandemic, so at first we were stuck at home. You may have had a lot of time to do that, but now, you know, you're getting out in the streets and going to clubs and coming out to Soul for Taco with no mask on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we're able to do now, and so, you know, you're gonna have to carve out that time. Meaning that you're gonna have to carve out, we make the time for things that are important for us, right? Isn't that what they say when it comes to relationships, where a guy or a woman is not, if they're always busy, that means that you're not a priority? Well, your way of life, your very being should be a priority. And that means that you have got to do your research on not just your candidates, but all the candidates that can affect you. At least need to at least pick, if you're at city council, depending on the size of city council, say for instance Dallas has 14 city council members and then the mayor is 15. That means that you at least need to look at 7 candidates, yours plus 6 others, and find some way to support them. Maybe drop them $10, $15, send them volunteer something. Now I know you're probably wondering, what do they need this money for, right? Why they always ask for money?